Come on in and do share. Blessings upon blessings. Come on in and do share. Hmm. Come on in and do share. Come on in and do share. We are live tonight on both of the Love Walk Outreach Global pages and also on the Inspirational Treasure page. Um, invite someone that you believe they just need someone to stand in the gap for them on tonight. I want to be able to be that person. And so if you invite them into this space, we are just standing in a loving place, one that understands that life happens and that sometimes you just don't have the answer. Life happens and you just don't feel like you know what the solution is. I just want to hold you in my heart tonight and just pray that God will cause you to have an understanding that you didn't have before about how to break the cycles. Some call it breaking cycles. Just simply getting past the family issues and circumstances, whatever it is that you want to call it. I call it all healing. I call it all becoming whole. I call it all seeing from other perspectives so that you'll know how to love your neighbor as yourself. This is life and it's happening. And we can break any cycle that we want to break. I'm going to call it cycles tonight as well, because I don't want you focusing on generational curses. I don't want you even focus on the word curses at all. Not when it comes to the way we think about life and think about ourselves. Just simply think about the cycles that you may have in your life right now that is causing you to feel like you're never going to come up out of it. If it helps you to think about the people in your life who had this thing on them and they were living in it and you got to break it and it make you feel like you are somehow better or greater because you're deciding to break it, we letting ego go right now. And we're just simply going to understand that you are going to have, you're finding the strength to do what they may not have understood. They may not have had the strength to break free like you. And so we're not sitting in judgment tonight. We're just simply going to break our own patterns, our own cycles. We find everybody to blame. But tonight we're going to sit with our own. Get in your position, and so we can take our deep breaths in. We're going to take 3 of them. The first 2, we're going to breathe in love, light, and everything that is, everything that you need within yourself. And then we're going to just breathe out. We're breathing out everything that may be hindering us from seeing clearly, from healing, from forgiving, from letting things go. And on the 3rd breath, we're going to breathe in the same energy, the same love, but we're going to hold it for a few seconds so that we can be reminded of how awesome and powerful it is to have breath. Sometimes you never know what you're missing until it's not there, right? Well, when we hold that breath, number one, you're expanding your lungs and the capacity, but you are also you're also showing gratitude for the next breath, because I'm missing this one. I understand, God. I thank you that this breath is mine and I have it and it's useful to me. And so you breathe out really slowly, reminding yourself of that breath, being grateful for that breath. And tonight, at the end of that breath, I just simply want you to say, my heart is open for healing. My heart is open for healing. And now we are flowing. I'm only saying in every moment what it is that God is saying, because I don't know where He wants to go tonight, but I do know that it'll be wherever you need Him to be. What you need for you is present when you show up. You just got to be aware that it's for you. So let's go ahead and get in that comfortable position. Let's take that first deep breath in. Breathing in light, breathing in love, breathing in peace, breathing in healing, breathing in wholeness, breathing in understanding, breathing in truth, and breathing out anything that is the opposite of that. Come on and take that second deep breath in. Breathing out, all the way out, all the way till there's no breath left within you. Allow your body to relax in this moment. You are present with the unconditional love of God. There should be no fear, no anxiousness behind what you may be feeling on the inside, what may be going on with you. Just be in the presence. So we're going to take this third deep breath in and we're going to hold it in gratitude. And then when we release it slow at the end, you're going to declare that you're ready and you're open for that healing. You're here for it, whatever that looks like. And believe me, when I say whatever it looks like, I mean it, because when we're trying to build something in ourselves, we go through experiences. When we're trying to mature to another level, or when we're finally eating or reaping the words that we've sown over time, the things that we've done over time, we often don't feel as if we could come unashamed, but you can come unashamed. God already knows. So you're doing this for you so that you can be productive, so that you can be whole. So take that third deep breath in. Oh, great I am, open up the eyes of our understanding tonight, that we may be able to take everything that you may have shown us just today alone. We're not even going to look to yesterday or the day before, but right now we're just going to sit in this moment. We're going to sit in this moment of time and consider some of the things that we may have endured today that may have caused us to look at our hearts and the set of our hearts, where it is, what's happening inside of it. What judgment, what ridicule, what remember what happened and remember why God may have allowed it. What did you need to see today? What did you need to experience? What did you need to see about yourself? What's within you that is the opposite of love, the opposite of patience? What's in you? Well, I went through this today and this happened today and I felt like this and I did this or I said this. Okay, good. That's a start. Now what? This is where the renewing of your mind comes in and God begins to show you why He allowed a situation and what it is that it's trying to bring out of you, but only if you are yielded to know, yielded to the healing. So God, we thank you right now even for the strength, the strength to face ourselves. What experience, what What have you been taught today? What have you been shown today through the experiences that you endured? What may you need to pay attention to now? Open us up, oh God, that we may be able to see, that we may be able to feel and understand the truth of what you expect from us. Let the work begin within us first so that it can be pouring out outside. What's being worked in you? I want you to get out your paper and your pencil for after I end this live, which, believe it or not, is about to happen in a few minutes. But I want to lift up your seed tonight. I wanted to announce that coming up, we're going to be doing 21 days of willing forgiveness. 21 days of willingly forgiving, or willing forgiveness. In other words, I'm willing to give this forgiveness, or willingly forgiving. But we're gonna do something, and I want you to understand this. Everything we do must be from the heart. And so if we spill in venom, hatred, envy towards people, then in our hearts it's still not corrected. It's still not healed. We haven't released the last offense, better yet, those from the past. But if you're willing to do this, I know that God will meet you there, because that what you want, what you desire, are the things that begin to manifest. And so if you really want to take a next step in this journey, love walker, then join me over on the coffee site for these 21 days. Now, I will make an announcement and put it on the page as to when it will begin this month. And most likely it will be Monday or tomorrow. I'll let y'all know when I come on live tomorrow, whether it'll be tomorrow that I started. It will probably be Monday that I started, because I want to make sure I announce it during fellowship tomorrow. So the way that you participate in this is to become a supporter or a partner over on the coffee site. This is for our partners, those who have given at any point within this last 30 days. You are already connected. But here's the thing. If you only do it one time, say for instance, you go on the site, you become a supporter, but you're only sewing one time, then that will be good for the 30 days, and you should be able to get communications from as a supporter. But if you are a monthly supporter, then you will have it continuously over and over and over again, so you won't miss any part of it. So say for instance, you did give on this platform before, but it was 10 days ago. You probably will get a few days, but then after that 30th day, it will end it, and you will have to just re-up anyway to have access to the emails that I will be sending out to you during the 21 days. But if you become a monthly partner with us, first of all, let me say, as a monthly partner, I'm not here to promise you anything. I can't promise you the sun, the moon, the stars, the rain, and the mountains, right? I can't promise you the world. I know I'm quoting a whole lyric to a song right now. But I can't promise you the world. But what I can say is that I'm willing, within my giftings, within my abilities, to continuously stay in the gap for those of you who are connected. And I don't have to know anything about you, don't have to ever meet you face to face. But I already pray for any and everybody at any given time. But I'd say a special prayer, or put up certain affirmations for my partners, because the truth of the matter is that you are saying to me, I believe in your vision and I believe in your giftings, whichever one that benefits you, whichever one you resonate with. You are just simply saying that, hey, I believe in this, I receive something from it, or I believe that the vision to spread the message of love, to literally, show up again in the stead of some of the love walkers who have come before us, who have tried to give the message over and over and over again about how we're supposed to live and love and treat each other. And so I'm here to do that. And it's a huge message, and some are ready for it and some are not. A lot of what God has to say, we're just not ready for. But I do again remember Jesus saying that when the Spirit of truth comes, he will lead you and guide you into all truth. And so we're in this hour of truth, and we're living in spirit and truth. And so love being the law, being the command that we were given, will take that first spot. And we have to spread that message. And so today, and I'm gonna, this is I don't know even why God is allowing me to go here right now, but we'll do so anyway. God doesn't want you to suffer. Neither does he want those that are coming to these events, whether virtual or live. He doesn't want them to suffer either. But if there's no space for them to come into, especially those who are at the bottom, they're at the bottom. They have sometimes not even two pennies to rub together, but they need to hear something. They need to hear God speak to them and speak to their issues and their pains. And so we were at Taisha's bounce back today. First of all, congratulations, Taisha, and grateful for how God manifested in your space as always. But we were there at the conference and she asked us to do something, and that was to take out a pencil or paper or your phone and type out a vision. And mine is this, what I wrote was very simple, but I want to share it with you guys. And I want you to understand the heart, my heart for real. And this it's only it's short, but it may help. But I simply put, I see a room filled with people of all different backgrounds in anticipation to receive their portion. They are not worried about cost, about where to sit, about being judged. We're in a building and they're waiting to find their liberty. I am speaking or praying or prophesying and allowing love to fill the room. And she said to write an affirmation to go along with it. And my affirmation says, I am grateful that I can fund the entire event with no need to borrow or wait for registration to come in. And it is so. Seems like a simple enough message, right? But the reality is that yes, things cost. Buildings cost. And I want Love Walk to be able to say, you know what, here is how we help bear the burdens of one another. We're going to pour into this ministry or pour into whoever's doing this job. And we're ready to get people to come into the building. And if there are those who have a love offering and they're able to pour it out at that time, then great. They may be able to purchase from vendors or do whatever. But I want people to be able to come and receive what it is that they need. And again, because there are some that are coming in so broken, so downtrodden, they just simply want to be able to walk into a room and feel the love of God without judgment. And I want to be able to create that space for them. Now, as Inspirational Treasure, as Coach Treasure, we may have some upgraded packages or things like that where you can actually come in a room and have a more intimate setting, or you may be a part of one of our events that we may plan, live music or band or whatever. And so, of course, within it's any type of amenity or upgrade to a sense, then of course we can pour financially into that. So if you want to upgrade, you'll be able to do those things and gain the services and the time that we are there to offer. But I need people to just be able to show up. For those who just need something, the scriptures tell it. There's a verse that says, "Come, eat, drink for free." And I know people will look at that and be like, well, I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Let them eat all the time and drink for free. No, when you are led, And one thing that God has always shown me is, like, even when it was time for me to go speak, when it came to certain places, I was like, I'll do that, but for honorarium only. God says, if you limit me now, you limit me later. It's what he's been saying to me for years. And so I just have an open spirit about it all. I want us to come together, bring people with us. It may be 1 month I'm here, 1 month I'm in California, 1 month I'm in Nevada, 1 month I'm in Texas, 1 month we're in back in Georgia, another month we're in North Carolina, South Carolina. But whatever it is, we want to be able to plan each event so that we have absolutely no worries, and that nobody has to only register for us to make sure we meet our quotas, or meet the expectations of what we have to pay. So yes, our Love Walk partners matter to me. And I do want to flow so heavy that God gets all of the glory, because we're going to use it to do what it is that he would have us to do. And yeah, we can still feed our families, but we're here to make room for those of you that need healing to come in this space and get healing without feeling pressured, but only feeling love. And so that's the vision. So Love Walk partners, you mean something to me. When I'm able to put groceries in the refrigerator, put gas in the car, that means something to me. But even more so as we build and more money is being poured in, favor, sponsors, and all of those things, we can create the space for people to come into fellowship. And if there be anything that they need to upgrade to, they're able to do that as well. So Love Walkers, thank you for showing up. Love Walk partners, thank you for being present, and thank you for seeing the vision. For those who are still apprehensive, if you have questions, you can ask questions. But we just are ready to do what it is that we need to do, not thinking about the number of people, not thinking about whether there's enough. So Love Walk partners, when I'm doing something, yes, I will offer you something more. I'll offer these 21-day bouts. I'll offer products or even recordings or teachings to you, and we'll have our prayer try to pick back up and doing that every month. But you matter to me, and it matters to me that I matter to you. And so thank you for what you have given. Nadia, thank you for pouring. Thank you for giving. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being present. Thank you for wanting to be present. Now, there are those people who you have to look at their faces and be like, they really want to be here. But sometimes it's just that hit, and that's that spiritual crawling. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be detected. I just want to be in a space. And I've noticed, and this is just, maybe I'm deceived, but I don't think so. But whether things are happening in your life or not, you are finding a certain level of joy in just being showing up and being present, being able to be a part of something that is bigger than yourself. And God sees that, and he's honoring that. And he's already giving you instructions, a lot of instructions on certain things to do when it comes to this whole thing. But really listen and rest in it. All things work together. So I thank you for your seed this evening. I pray that it is blessed beyond measure. There's no lack, no limitation anywhere close to where you reside. It is well. It is well. Healing is your portion if you're choosing it. I love you so much just because I can. Tonight I will be resting. I'm about to try to lay down and rest my body as my pain is a little bit more intense than it has been in a while. And it's probably just because, it's just, my body's getting healthy. I'm trying to work on being more healthy and trying to catch up so that when I'm out and we have to minister, or we have to participate in something, that we can do so and enjoy the people without coming home to feel like, So I'm going to rest for a while, but I could not lay it down or rest or do anything before I came on here tonight for our 100 days of prayer and flow that we are in the thick of right now. Day 68. Coming up, we're going to transition straight into some other things after this 100 days, but I'll do all those announcements later. But I thank you for showing up. Thank you for being present. And we'll talk again soon. Many blessings.